Dear students, welcome to EPG Patashala. I am Professor P. Bhaskar Reddy, Department of Ancient Indian History, Culture and Archaeology, Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati. In the present module of the paper Indian Epigraphy, we are going to learn about the history of writing in India. In the previous module, we have discussed the history of writing with world perspective. In that, we pursued the origin of writing since its inception, and also we discussed the stages of writing in general and the scripts of ancient civilization, particularly Mesopotamian cuneiform writing, Egyptian hieroglyphics, Chinese logograms, and also we touched the scripts of Indian subcontinent, Indus script, Brahmi script and Kharosthi script. This discussion may serve as a background to the present topic. In this topic, we are going to learn about the history of writing in India, how much its old was, and when the writing was started actually in India. What are the problems and perspectives to connect the writings of India from Indus to other period. By the end of this module, we will be able to learn the origin of writing in India, opinions regarding the antiquity of writing in India, why this type of different opinions are there, the observations made by foreigners who visited India in different points of ancient Indian history, and also we can discuss the evidences from Brahminical literature, Panini's Ashtadhyayi, Kautilya's Arthashastra, Buddhist and Jaina literary evidences and epigraphical evidences to prove the continuous practice of writing in India. With these objectives, let us to discuss in detail the antiquity of writing in India. You know that the people living in India have many different writing systems since the dawn of the human civilization. So, that all different phases, but the earliest direct evidence for writing in India comes in the form of seals bearing writing discovered in Indus sites. The script was popularly called as Indus script. But the problem is this Indus script, though it was discovered in the 1921 expeditions or explorations, it was not yet deciphered to the satisfaction of world of Indologists, though many attempts were made. However, it can be safely said that the script was in use in India by about the period around 2500 BC itself. But little is known about the system of writing between the fall of the Harappan civilization and the advent of Mauryan Emperor Ashoka. This was the main discussion in this topic, the evidences which are available during this period. Though we have an evidence of writing in Indian subcontinent during the time of Indus period itself, but after the declining of Indus Valley, we don't have any graphic account to connect the different stages of writing with evidences up to Ashokan period. Because of that, this matter became a subject of study among the Indologists to assess whether the writing was there in the mid period of Indus Valley and Ashoka, and when originally the writing was started and what was the basis for the development of later scripts. So that the development of writing in India of the historical period has been a controversial problem. Basically, arguments turn around three main issues. The one is the sources and origin of the Indian scripts, particularly Brahmi and Kharosthi, how it was originated, and what was the common background for the development of these scripts, whether they were invented by the Indian people, or it was a script developed from the Indian sources, or it was developed from the other sources of the world cultures. Then the second point is the date at which these scripts or their prototypes first came into use in Indian subcontinent. The third point is the relationship and the expansion of the long gap of the scripts between Indus script and Ashoka, where there is a gap of more than 1000 years. Most of the new studies agree in assigning the origin of these scripts to a later period, that is particularly many of the scholars says that the Brahmi and Kharosthi were the original scripts which was developed in later date, most probably during the Mauryan period. So, because of the absence of any connective evidences between the Indus Valley and scripts of Brahmi and Kharosthi, many of the scholars who studied on the Indology and also the writing systems of world and India, they assigned a later date than the original existence of scripts in India. So, what are the opinions regarding the origin of writing? Now, we can discuss elaborately. Several scholars expressed different opinions. Before going into the details of other evidence, let us note the opinion of foreign writers who inclined to assign a later date to the existence of script in India. Among that, we have to specially mention the Max Muller's observation. He observed that writing in India came into existence only later than the 9th century BC, because he argues that Panini's Ashtadhyayi does not contain even a single word denoting to script. Based on that, he says that the scripts originated from 9th century BC onwards. And we can discuss this matter, whether the Panini's Ashtadhyayi may contain evidences or not, it can be discussed at a next stage of our discussion. Another scholar who assigned a later date to the antiquity of writing in India is A.C. Bernal. He opined that the Indian Brahmi was a derivative of the Phoenician script, which was introduced in India not earlier than the 4th or 5th century BC. A.C. Bernal mainly opined that Phoenician script was the origin for the development of Brahmi script. You know that Phoenicians were the people who invented the alphabetic system first, and the Phoenicians were the people who lived in Syria and Turkey, later who were called as Romans and Greeks, who taught the art of writing to the Europeans. It is from their source the European writing system was developed, and the same principle he applied to the Indian script also. According to Buehler, he opined differently. The Semitic scripts came to India by about 800 BC, and it gradually developed into Brahmi by about 400 BC, that is before the advent of Mauryan period. However, he inclines to place the period of introduction of Semitic script in India certainly earlier than around 500 BC. You know that Semitic scripts was also an important script which was prevalent in the West Asia, particularly Syria, Turkey, Hebrew and South Africa. And there was an opinion that Indian Brahmi was derived from the Semitic scripts. So, based on that, he proposed this type of origin and development, introduction of Brahmi script only from later date than the original. Let us now to note the observations made by foreigners who visited India and what is their observations regarding the antiquity of writing. Among that, Norcos was the one who came to India along with Alexander before the establishment of Mauryan Empire. He observed that Indians of Punjab were preparing paper out of cotton, obviously for the purpose of writing. This evidence proves that already the Indian people have the knowledge of writing and they are preparing the writing material for the purpose of writing. The next one is Megasthenes' observation. He observed that the milestones indicating the distance and halting places were set up on highways. He further noted that Varshapala, that is horoscope, and judgments delivered in the law courts were also recorded during the time of Mauryan period. This says that during the Mauryan period, the purpose of setting of milestones is to get an idea about distance from one place to other place. And it says that even nook and corner of the Mauryan Empire, the people were aware of the scripts, and whatever the scripts it may be, whether it is a Brahmi or Kharosthi, the people at the time were familiar with the writing system. Fahian is the another one who came to India in the end of 4th century. He stated that Buddhist monasteries in India were in possession of many copper plate charters, some of which belong to the period of Buddha, most probably for the period of 6th century BC. Huinsang, who was another Buddhist pilgrim who visited in the beginnings of the 7th century, he records the then current tradition about the existence of writing in India from very early time. Besides, the Chinese encyclopedia also records that Indians were writing their script from left to right, and that a script was given to them by Brahma. But Al-Biruni, he records an interesting story that was popular in India, according to which the Indians forgot the art of writing and Vedavyasa rediscovered it at the beginning of Kali Yuga around 3100 BC. Though the observations of Norcos, Megasthenes, Huinsang, Fahian, though they were the current periods of the Mauryan or later period, they certainly proves that the Indians were familiar with the writing systems, not during the time of their visits and even earlier period also. One of the reasons for the assumption by the foreigners that the script did not exist in ancient India is the practice of oral transmission of the Vedas and allied literature. Yes, it is true that during the Vedic period, the people practiced the oral tradition. However, this should not lead one to conclude that during the Vedic period, everything was orally transmitted and consequently script did not exist. Now, we may shift our discussion to discuss the literary point of view, the evidences from the literature and how the Vedic literature and Buddhistic literature contain references to the antiquity of writing, and to prove the connection between Indus Valley to Brahmi script. A close analysis of the Vedic literature clearly points to the existence of the practice of writing during the Vedic period itself. In fact, during the Vedic period, oral learning was highly preferred to learning than the written work. In that concept, we have to consider the Yajnavalkya's statement and his observation. Yajnavalkya considered that those who learn from the written works will become as much inferior and calls them as Patakadamas. Even the teacher who teach with the help of books were considered inferior. This observation of Yajnavalkya clearly proves that writing was there during the Vedic period, and they practiced the tradition of oral system for the studies of Vedas. And with that simple oral transmission of the Vedic learning, it is not possible to say that the entire life system was carried without writing. Now, let us show the examples of the evidence from the Vedic literature first. In Vedic literature, there are number of references in Rigveda which allude the art of writing. In one verse of Rigveda, it mentions the cows being marked by an number 8, which shows that the ancients possessed the art of writing. The Shatapatha Brahmana, it gives a minute of the day divided which as follows. During that Brahmana, the day is divided into two parts, day and night. The entire day and night divided into 30 muhurtas, each muhurta into 15 chipras, each chipra into 15 etarhis, each etarhi into 15 edanims, each edanim into 15 pranas. In total, in a day, there are 15,800 250 pranas, like as a calculation of the present day into minutes and seconds. it is not possible without the calculating that numeral 1 to get that much of high number. Besides that, the Vajrasneya Samhita of Yajurveda mentions the high numbers like Parartha and Ananta, which contain a huge number having with so many digits. The Panchavinsha Brahmana of Samaveda also mentions the multiple numbers such as 12, 24, 48, 96, 192. Then it applies to similar type of multiplications to high numbers. The mention of such minute calculations and high numbers in the Vedic literature clearly proves the existence of writing in ancient India. Similarly, the Vedas mention different meters like Gayatri, Anushtup, Pankti, Devipada, Tripada, which are all these are a compositional lines in meter and a specific number of words in line. It is not possible without the writing and without calculations to develop that Vedic literature as per the grammatical lines of the above. The Chandogya Upanishad mentions the words Akshara, which stands a letter, Varna, it is also stands a letter, which these are the clear indications of the practice of writing in those. The Aitareya Aranyaka, it mentions Om, it is the combination of three letters, Akara, Ukara and Makara. That means the combination of letters also with punctuations and determinations were known to the people of the age. According to some Smritis like Narada and Brahma Smriti, the god Brahma himself presented the writing to mankind in order to present the preserve and to preserve the ancient literature. All these evidences which we quoted from the Vedic literature, it clearly proves that though the Vedic people practiced oral transmission for the study of Vedic literature, along with the oral transmission, the script was there, and it became an important device for the day-to-day activities. And now we can shift our discussion to know about the evidences which contain the Panini's Ashtadhyayi. As already we mentioned in the beginning, that Max Muller, he stated that Panini's Ashtadhyayi does not contain any single word denoting the script. If we look deep into the Panini's Ashtadhyayi, we can get number of evidences and mention the words like Lipi and Lipikara, which means a writer and script. Yavanani Lipi, which is a Greek script. Granda, which is a book. Akshara, Kanda, Patala and Swarita, all these were the denotions of the some type of writing. We also learn from the Ashtadhyayi that marking of the years of the course with the Swastika was practiced by the Vedic people. These evidences from the Ashtadhyayi proves that Max Muller's statement that not even single a word suggesting the existence of the practice of writing is found in Panini's work is incorrect. Regarding the evidences from the Kautilya's Arthashastra, the Kautilya's Arthashastra also mentioned several evidences to prove the practice of writing earlier to that period. Kautilya's Arthashastra provides abundant evidences to the antiquity of writing in India. In fact, one full section of this work deals with the method of drafting documents, the qualification of writer, the ways to avoid errors in writing, etc. are discussed. Particularly in the Arthashastra, the statements like the king should obtain the opinions of his ministers in writing, the boy should be initiated into bearing into right letters, Aksharabhyasa, the spies should adopt signs and writing for their use. These are all the clear statements that any official in the bureaucracy of that period have knowledge about all these writing systems, and he must thorough about the writing also. Thus, the Arthashastra clearly proves that writing had an important place in the ancient India. Written documents are mentioned as legal documents, which he mentioned several recorded things of the Mauryan age. Besides the above, the Buddhistic literature also contain several references about the existence of writing in ancient India. The Buddhistic literature gives significant information about it. Particularly, the Buddhistic literature's Tripitakas bear witness to an acquaintance with writing and its extensive use. In Tripitakas, the words Leka and Lekaka repeatedly found in several works. The Vinaya Pitaka and Nikayas, they also repeatedly mentioned a letter game called Aksharika, which involves writing. Further, Vinaya Pitaka recommends that the profession of writing was the best one for earning one's livelihood. It also mentioned a wooden board for writing and panna, palm leaf, which were the important writing materials for writing. According to Bhikkhu Pachitya, knowing of writing is expected in all the countries and it is one of the important profession for the people. Mahavagga says that the art of writing was one of the subjects which were taught in the schools also. In the most important work, Lalita Vistara, it enumerates 64 scripts of Indian subcontinent, which Brahmi stands the first. That shows the Brahmi have very antiquity and it was the oldest script of India. The Jaina works Samavayangana Sutra and Panavana Sutra also refers to the antiquity of writing in similar fashion. Thus, the Buddhist and Jaina works provide valuable information about the evidence of writing that was existed prior to 6th century BC. Thus, with the evidences which we discussed from the Rig Veda up to Kautilya's Arthashastra and also Buddhistic literature and Jain literature, they contain many references to prove that the writing was practiced by the people of India during that period or prior to that period. It is not possible to say that that much of advanced civilization was developed in India without the writing system, and because of the oral transmission, it is not possible to consider that the entire system of that ages were oral system. Besides that, evidences which we have discussed above to prove the practice of writing between Indus Valley and up to Mauryan period, we have also epigraphical evidences to prove the continuity of writing which prevalent even before the Mauryan period. It is known that Mauryan Emperor Ashoka was considered as the father of Indian epigraphy. However, prior to Ashoka, we have some references. The writing on the Indus sills certainly proves that ancient Indians had the knowledge of writing even during the time of 2600 BC and later periods. Regarding the pre-Ashokan inscriptions, some inscriptions assignable to the date prior to Ashoka are discovered. These inscriptions also point to an early date to the practice of writing before the Mauryas. Particularly, a coin was discovered at Eran in Madhya Pradesh, which has a legend running from right to left. This coin is assigned to 4th century BC. Another coin bearing a legend in Brahmi was discovered at Taxila. It also belongs to 4th century BC. Similarly, the Mahasthana stone plaque inscription, the Shohara copper plate charter, Pipra vase inscription, the Badi inscription all belongs to prior to Mauryan age. Then we have a clear-cut evidences about the practice of writing from the time of Ashoka, where the edicts of Ashoka were found in entire subcontinent engraved in Brahmi script and Prakrit language, besides the Kharosri script which was used in some edicts of Ashoka in the northwestern Indian subcontinent. So that the writing was well used in the royal courts and understood by the common people by the time of Mauryan period. Regarding the antiquity of writing in India, so far we discussed about the opinions regarding the foreigners who incline a later date to the original existence of writing in India, and also the observations of the foreign visitors who suggested the practice of writing during their visits or earlier periods, and to clear the assumption of the foreigners who inclined a later date, we inquired about the literary sources to prove the practice of writing in India by considering various words which denoting the practice of writing in India. But only thing is, we do not have a linkage between the stages between Indus script and Brahmi script, because the Indus script is a pictographical or syllable writing, whereas the Brahmi and Kharosthi scripts are fully developed alphabets. Lack of evidences, this type of discussion is going on among the Indologists, and they suggested different dates. So, now the literary and epigraphical evidences discussed above helps to conclude that the observations made by foreign scholars like Max Muller are incorrect, and that writing was known even to ancient India belonging to Vedic period. The only problem is the absence of inscriptions since Indus Valley is due to the widespread use of paper and cloth, which were perishable in nature. With this discussion, I hope that you may understood the antiquity of writing in India, when the writing was exactly started in the Indian subcontinent, what are the writing systems prevailed in Indus Valley civilization and during the time of Mauryan period, and the problems and perspectives to connect between the Indus Valley and the Brahmi script, and because of the absence of any documentary evidences, this type of difference of opinions is going on to prove the existence of writing in India during this period. And one thing, it is proved that the Indians have the knowledge of writing system, whatever the nature it may be, from the time of Indus Valley. Lack of evidences, this type of discussion is going on among the Indologists. For more details, you go see the other components of module. Thank you.